Cool, it's go time. Hey, Parser people. It is another Monday, and that means that I get to play more of this game, which is pure nostalgia for me. It's Spiderweb Software's Nethergate Resurrection. It is a what's the word I'm looking for? Remix, refresh, a remaster. There we go. A remaster of a 1998 computer RPG, which I just love. Let's get started. So, gameplay. So it's got this awesome soundtrack. We have our tip of the day. Tip of the day: Romans, be sure to buy lots of the Roman training skill. Your superior skill with weapons is your chief advantage. Yeah, and we've definitely found that. So, to recap, last game we found a bunch of very happy spiders. They were friendly. They talked. They have a great voice. And not at all my voice, but the voice that's written for them is just super cheery and goofy, and one of the highlights of probably all of the Spiderweb software games. Definitely all the ones that I've played. So we have our four guys. We have Fighting Man, who is good at swords and shields. We have Funny Man, who is good at spears. We have Throw Me Some, who's good at javelins. He throws things. And we have Hippie, who's not good at much other than magic. The game here has two tracks. So there's the Romans and the Celts. This is set in Roman-occupied Britain as Rome was learning to occupy Britain. The Romans, as the tip of the day said, are really good at fighting and weapons, and the Celts are the ones who are good at magic, except we have Hippie, who is also good at magic. So yeah. So we are currently in the Sealies, I think. Their kind of world, their little city. And we are just kind of exploring right now. There's not much going on. Oh, there's a person to talk to. Oh. We have some kind of item that keeps just throwing trash out of our pack. I don't quite know why. Selkies. There's several Selkies lurking in the shadows of their tunnels. They seem frail creatures, gentle humanoids covered with thin layers of tan fur. But looks can be deceiving. There may well be great strength under their weak exterior. You can try to talk to them, but you get only stony silence. They are full of great mistrust for Romans. And the conversation ends. So my goal right now is to just explore. Oh god. Nope. Run. Nope. Run. Can we shut that? Can we shut that? Oh god. A nearby foe causes us to not be able to close the door. They are following us. Oh god. Oh, and they killed us. So this is a really common thing in this game. Is that we're gonna die a lot. These games are pretty unforgiving. I think I'm playing on either hard or normal mode. Either way, it's pretty unforgiving. So I am just exploring right now. In our bottom left, you can see our auto map. We can switch that to an inventory. Just keep doing that. Everybody can level up, but really I'm waiting on another level up to get us to the right level. How far are we from a level up? Not terribly. 400 or so. Some of our guys have more, but really right now we're in an exploration mode. Hey Pearl, good night. Go to bed. It's late on that side of the world. So we just explored our way to a bridge, I guess. As we start to cross the bridge, the guards jump in our way. One of them says, "Halt! We do not allow Romans into the center caves. Your kind is no friend to the creatures of Shadowvale." The other one says, "Wait! Our chieftain has been looking for someone who can go where we can't. There is a task we need done for us. We can reward you well. We will only let you by on one condition. You must swear on the life of your emperor that you will do no harm, directly or indirectly, to any Selkie. Do you accept this condition?" We could attack, and this is something I've said before that I love about this game. You can always attack. It's just not always a good idea, especially right now. So I'm going to accept the condition. Well, it's not as if you care so much about the life of Nero. You swear the oath, and the Selkies back away. You are free to cross the bridge. So let's cross this bridge. There's a lot of weapons here. What kind of weapons? They're not mine. Superior longsword. Nice. And fine leather armor. And leather slings that I don't really need. And stuff. And I guess Selkies can cross water? Oh. Hello, little friend. Sea moss. You meet a Selkie herbalist. She is working hard to prepare a very large batch of some sort of bubbling brown goo. She looks up at you. "I am sea moss. Please leave. I am very busy." "What are you doing?" "Please, I have little time to speak with humans. I have to finish this potion." "What sort of potion are you making?" She starts to crumble some dried herbs in her hands. "Well, if you must know, we've decided to stop having children until our tribe has hope. This potion makes that possible." How is that possible?" "When a Selkie woman drinks some of it, she will not be able to conceive for the next several weeks. It is foul-tasting stuff, and ingesting it brings us much sadness, but it is necessary. It works almost perfectly." "Almost perfectly?" "We do have a few children. They are a scared, lonely bunch, but we raise them as best we can. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to my work." And the conversation ends. These are really rude people. I don't like how little conversation they're making with me. I'm taking all the time in the world. Hello. Oh, what is it? It's a fire lizard. Okay. You meet Sleek, the chieftain of Selkiehome. The only things that mark his position of leadership are his headband, his advanced age, and the depthless weariness you see written in his face and posture. "I greet you, human. In your tongue, I would be known as sleek. I hope you are not of those who hunt us. As he speaks, he quietly sizes you up, gauging your skills and the likelihood of your exploding into violence. You're being hunted? Many trials face us at the moment, but the worst, I think, is the horrors we endure at the hands of the denizens of Hagfen. Those creatures stalk us relentlessly. That is why we try to purchase help from someone, even you. What have the denizens of Hagfen done? So those are the hags, right? Maybe? Hagfen is to the southeast. The witches there are an inquisitive bunch. They can also be heartless. They have obtained the pelts of several of our number who were taken by hunters. Or, I sadly suspect, by them. If you could go to Hagfen, recover the pelts, and bring them back to me, you would have the eternal gratitude of Selkiehome. And of course, we would reward you. How are they greedy? They have an unnatural affection for objects, a strange desire we Selkies do not share. Alas, recently they have desired our pelts. We believe that our pelts are very spiritual, and this desire of theirs drives us to a rare and mindless fury. It's rare for you to be angry? We are normally an even-tempered people. Yet, if I could, I would strike those of Hagfen down with my bare hands. I have another question. You are the chieftain? Yes, I am the leader for my poor Selkie tribe. We have, of late, been enduring difficult times. Tell me of your tribe. Oh, we have endured much. Many trials, much sadness. The humans misunderstand us. Little by little, we are losing our hunting grounds. And worst of all, the denizens of Hagfen pursue us actively. How do the humans misunderstand you? It is cruel for you, a Roman, to pretend to know not what suffering you humans bring us. We wish to be left alone, to shift our forms, to feed, to breed, but you devour the land, every inch of it, until no room remains for us to hide. How do you shift form? We do not control the change or understand why it happens. When it does, when we change, we shrink and twist and become seals, and then later we change back. He smiles. To you it must seem like a strange existence, but it works well with time. The gods provide. Well, that's all for now, thanks. We will be free. Our time is past. That's kind of sad. So, okay. I have to go to Hagfen. Whoa, we've got another... Oh, that's the same person. Okay. So, according to the map, I've explored everything that I can explore. You will help us? Yes, I will. I will certainly help you. I'm going to leave this door alone. I'm going to leave all these doors alone for now. I would like, free reign to go wherever I wanted, but it's probably not happening right now. Alright, so I have to go back to Hagfen, which is fine. Hagfen is to the southeast. South is this way. So Hagfen should be this way. Oh, it is. That big area there. So I'm going to be looking for pelts in Hagfen. Right, and please tell me this is a quest. The Selkie pelts. Sleek, chieftain of the Selkies, asks you to recover the pelts of his dead tribespeople from the Hagfen. Hagfen is to the southeast. For once, I know where the Hagfen is. I think. I hope. Ugh. It's so hard to get places. It's almost like this is a giant map. Pay them because, yep. And those are, I forget what they're called. They're giants, basically. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Whoa. New things. In the center of this circle of tall pillars of stone, you find a large... Actually, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to save. In the center of this circle of tall pillars of stone, you find a large, flat boulder. Well, actually, on close inspection, it's not a boulder. Someone has carefully arranged a number of items on it. There's a bundle of feathers and some carved chips of bone and some dried meat and a collection of many other bits of junk. They've been placed here very, very carefully. It's almost like an altar of some sort, an altar to trash. As you contemplate the arrangement, it suddenly strikes you that the carved spiral of horn you found would look quite nice if placed between the wooden bowl and the cracked dagger. Seems like the only thing the horn might be good for. Do you insert the horn into the arrangement? Yeah, place the spiral. You carefully place the spiral in the arrangement. You were right. It does look nice there. As you admire it, you realize that you're no longer alone at the altar. You've been joined by a little person. You didn't notice it because when it sat still, it looked very similar to a rock. It has gray skin, is about a foot tall, and has tiny, delicate fangs and claws. It's perched on a boulder so that it has a good view of its altar. It looks pleased. It's wearing a silver ring as an armband. As it looks at the spiral, it takes off the ring and throws it at your feet. "Fair trade," it says in a surprisingly loud voice. "My collection looks a lot better now." Then, quietly, it fades back into the rock. You pick up the ring. It's a quicksilver ring. All right, what's a quicksilver ring? +3 to hardiness, +1 to dex. You know who would be really appreciated? The one. And then you can get the resistance ring. So, I mean, this is definitely like an old school RPG. Like, inventory management is key. All right, we are... Please be Hagfen. This is a small hut. This is the Crone Caverns. So this isn't Hagfen. Vengeance. Alright. I don't know if this is the Hagfen. This is southeast. I wonder if I can just, like, ask them? That would be too convenient. So I'm just kind of wondering. I've been here before. This is the Crone Caverns, though. I don't think this is Hagfen. Shadowvale map. So we have the Crones. Huh. Yeah, because I thought I explored this pretty well. I know... Ooh, what? But that's so cool looking. It's bright green. I want it. Oh, it's greens. Okay. Yeah, maybe if I talk to them, they'll be helpful. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a white. Okay. Oh, I haven't been here. Oh, throw me something. He's first. Nice. Fire. No targets available. That's not true. Funny Man can go that way, and then cast. Let's do Lance of Fire. And then we can pop him. Alright. Well, that was a successful combat. And then look, a silver bracelet, some lockpicks. And then, yeah, silver bracelet. Yeah, you got as much as you can, little dude. Okay. Well... Oh, that was a fake door that I just kind of walked into. Nice. Always good to find fake doors. And then, I don't know. Yeah, open it. Okay. Ooh, it is filled with all kinds of good things. An emerald, herbs. You know what? Nothing happened. So, you know what? I'm going to save. That seems like the safe thing to do, right? I do want this stuff, but not that badly. Oh no. Cast healing. Cast Lance of Fire. Cast Lance of Fire. Oh god. And died. So like death is actually not that like intense with this game. You can resurrect people, but you do have to pick things up, and most of my dudes are at capacity, and it's just a hassle. And I kind of love the idea that I've been on a deathless run. So what? Ooh, boy. So I have a feeling if this really is Hagfen, which it might not be, Hagfen might be somewhere else. There will be blood. What mysteries will you reveal? Now you know that events are taking place within Shadowvale. The Cid have begun a great effort which offends us, and that should offend you. It's a great threat to your empire. Want to learn of the threat. She grimaces. We admire the Romans. We admire their ruthlessness, their sense of honor, their ability to crush and rule those around them. The Sealy Court would have done well to emulate them. What is the Sealy Court? The great court of the Cid, where Titania and Oberon hold sway. It is far from here. Okay. No, I've talked to them. They're not going to give me anything new. As you slip out of the Crone's caverns, you are suddenly racked with waves of nausea. As you double over, retching painfully, you feel as if energy is draining out through your feet into the ground. Fortunately, the feeling soon passes. Yeah, that's not great. Oh god, they're drained of experience. That's also not great. Old school D&D rules. You just get... Don't worry about it. You just lose experience. The thing that you need to move forward. Alright, well... I'm not sure about that. I'm going to check my... Oof, that was a good bit of experience. Ouchies. I'm going to check my current quests, because I have a bunch. Yeah, so... 3 crones living in a swamp northwest of Shadow Valley Fort. Yeah, this is the crone thing. This is what I want to be doing. One of them asks you to travel to a Druid temple to the north, ransack it, and return with a golden goblet. So let's go all the way north. So in this, it's not isometric. It's really like... Oops. So this is the ruined hall. We already did that. Alright. Ow. So we want to keep going north. Oh, here we are. More stuff. What's to the north? Nethergate. You return to the bridge. Sure enough. Oh, gosh. You return to the bridge. Sure enough, there are still guards there. They're still armed, and they still won't let you pass. This is an incredibly dangerous thing to do. Rebellion in these parts tend to be put down in the most bloody and brutal of ways. Still, order must be maintained. Do you fight them? Absolutely not. They will utterly destroy me, and that is why I have not gone north. I see. And this is one of the, like, knocks on this game that I think is kind of legitimate. Like, it almost... I'm not taking notes. This is a little different than when I'm doing text adventures and I have to do, like, mapping and stuff like that. But it almost needs notes. Ooh, here's something we haven't seen. So a large part of this game is just, like, going around the map. Oh, this is the big, yeah, this is the rock that we can't get to yet. But we can explore as much as we can. That is a merchant. And it said don't go through the woods any other way. So I will listen to them entirely. Yeah, going through the woods any other way is instant damage, which is just great. I do love that this is, like, so brutal in that it's whoa, this is new. It's the dry wastes. Oh, we have another altar. Interesting. but it's so brutal in like an old school D&D kind of way. Oh, this is one of the stone circles the Britannians have built here, and they're for the practice of their strange bloody rituals. This one has 12 stones, each 20 feet high and 8 feet across. It would be simple for Romans to build something like this, but for the natives, it's quite impressive. You can't see any signs of the recent grisly sacrifices. The circle has been washed by the rain. However, the air contains the faint iron scent of blood. Alright, this looks like an altar or a shrine. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Just a bunch of bones. Some hills, some rocks. Maybe I should get a sling. I don't know. From a distance, this simply looked like a big rock. Up close, it still looks like a big rock. But here you can feel the dark and ancient power radiating from it. It's faint, though. A minor irritation, and no more. Can't look at it. That's it. It's just a rock. Okay. Well, interesting. We've explored it. So we're in the dry wastes. At least these creatures didn't catch you by surprise. You could hear their chanting and howling and carrying on from a mile away. Now that you're close, you can see what all the fuss is about. You see a crowd of large, muscular, shambling humanoids, each almost 7 feet tall. They're circling around a boulder, moving in a strange, clumsy, dancing step. As they move, they chant, "The skull, the skull, the skull, speak, the skull." Sure enough, there's a skull sitting on the boulder. It doesn't seem very interesting. Then, during an awkward spin, one of the creatures notices you. It points and growls. The crowd immediately moves to protect the skull. They shout and draw crude weapons. They don't want to talk to you. The only way they're interested in interacting with you is with swords and clubs. Run away. If I've learned anything, it is run away. Just run. Just run. So at the it's a fragrant marsh. Smells hopefully good. You know, the good kind of smelling marsh. Read the sign, fragrant marsh. Watch your step. Now that you think about it, there is a sickly sweet smell in the air. All right. Well, it says watch your step. Alright. There's so much here that, like, you know, you're like, well, am I missing something? Or, like, why am I not seeing anything? The answer is probably I am too low level. It's the Great Western Woods. Beware of shades. Oh, we have a town. Near Vanarium. Oh, gosh. We're in combat. We have Fighting Man. Let's wait and see. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. No. And then let's cast Battle Rage on my dude. Good. And then let's cast Battle Rage on my other dude. He can wait. Okay. Well, that wasn't that bad. What are those dudes? Britannian fighters. Don't necessarily... Well, I do kind of want to talk to them. You meet a small group of what looks at first like brigands. They have scavenged armor and weapons and patrol the road looking for travelers. When you talk to them, however, you find out that they are from the nearby village of Vanarium. They are watching out for intruders. What sort of intruders? They don't say. They just quietly wave you by. We are dressed like Romans. So I am not, like, totally curious about what kind of intruders they're really looking for. Of course, not paying attention, I land in the only bit of poison. So this is just a little, like, shack, right? You're standing outside of what was once a beautiful hunting lodge, built of stout oak logs, probably by a Roman. It's fallen into disuse, though. The paint is fading and flaking, and weeds grow all around. The antlers hanging over the front door tilt at an awkward angle. A thin trail of smoke rises from a hole in the roof. The house isn't quite abandoned. Let's go in. Just walk into homes, willy-nilly. You enter the lodge. It's a mess inside. The rooms are almost empty. The roof is sagging, and the floor is damp and moldy and surely rotting away. The only occupied room is the kitchen. There's an elderly man here, maybe as old as 40. He's lying back in a cot, trying to keep warm. The small fire burning in the oven isn't helping much. He's not going to be in this world much longer. He looks pale and feeble. When you enter, he barely makes you out with his failing eyes. "Welcome," he says while struggling to sit up. "I am Adams. I rarely get visitors here anymore. I hope you mean me no harm." He waves weakly at several nearby stools. "Please, sit. Keep an old man company in his final days. I would like some talk by my fire before my lights go out at last." Adams is waiting for you to do something. You could sit and talk. On the other hand, you could just loot the place. He's in no condition to stop you. Absolutely. Like, just sit and talk. Why is that a question? Like, and this game doesn't have, like, as far as I can tell, a very strong, like, binary kind of, like, morality system. But all the Spiderweb games have a kind of deeper morality system. Like, so at the end of the Exile series, they released Blades of Exile, which was a system, a full, like, gameplay system. And one of the things that was super powerful about it was that you could just set flags for everything. So you could set a flag for, like, a conversation item. And I think it gave, like, real insight into the depth of all of those games. Like, there were counters, there were flags. It's really impressive from, like, a game design perspective, like, what all the different things you could do. So instead of, like, a straight binary, I think all of these things would be, like, individual kind of hidden ranges, I guess. Sort of like reputation scores in other games, but being hidden, I don't know. There's, like, a really great discussion around like, choice of games, where the question is, you know, how much do you show what the underlying systems of the game are. And I think that's something to think about in game design. But more importantly, as you sit, Adam sighs. "Thank you," he says. I've lived here for many years, ever since my strength failed. I've been hunting the creatures of the Vale for a very long time. No matter what, no matter how big or how venomous or what its powers were, I tracked it down. Basilisks, wights, spiders. I had no fear. I saw it. I slew it, and I took a trophy. Oh, it was a good life. He frowns. Something starts to disturb him. But one creature, one cursed creature I could never find. No matter how I tried, I could never bring the shadow wolf down. It's out there still. It's always been there. In the waste not far to the east, right under my nose. At night, its howls mocked me. Oh, if I could have defeated it. Knowing it will outlive me is like a dagger in my side. He sinks back into the cot. That is enough. Thank you for your time. I grow tired. Leave me. He starts to slip off into a restless sleep. Having nothing else to do here, you leave. Can we go back? Adams is still in his kitchen. He's still alive, but fast asleep. He's muttering. You bent close and listen. You can only understand one word. Wolf. Then he starts snoring. You leave him to his rest. Fine, I guess. Kind of want to steal from him now. Seems like a dick. And again, this is like stuff that I think is really powerful about Spiderweb games is like there's a lot of dicks. There's a lot of like people you don't want to be helping. And yet, I don't know, are you really going to steal from an old dying man? But we're near the village of Vanarium, a small way station built improbably enough in Shadowvale. The town is dominated by a luxurious villa in one corner and a large inn in another. You notice that the village has been built in the middle of a huge stone circle. Massive stone pillars surround the town on all sides, standing like huge stone sentries, watching out for the less pleasant denizens of the valley. As you look at the stones, you start to get a strange, nervous feeling, as if they are living things watching you. It's very curious. It's as if you were some of the beings the stones were erected to ward off. Apart from the stones, it looks like a small, peaceful village. Country folk tend to the crops and smoke billows from the inn's chimney. I don't really want to go into a town right now. I just kind of want to explore. Well, we're in the Great Western Woods now. We're in the west. There's woods. There's a way around. Oh, a little hut. You find a small, pleasant wooden hut, situated at the bank of this fast-flowing river. The water flows over dangerous rapids here and leaves Shadowvale through a narrow valley. There's a woman in front of the hut, working in her herb garden. She looks to be in her 30s, a remarkably advanced age, but her body is bent and twisted as if she was far older. She wears the robes of a druid. Haven't we seen this before? Maybe they have a couple of these. When she sees you, she stands mostly upright and holds her hands up in a gesture of peace. "Welcome, travelers," she says. "I get few visitors out here. It's a nice break from my routine. Would you care to join me inside my hut for some bark tea and conversation?" "Yeah, 100%. Kaja's hut is small and warm and smells of tea and herbs. Scrolls, carved stones, and mementos line the shelves, creating an atmosphere of incredible, yet strangely orderly clutter. She smiles and introduces herself. "I am known as Kaja the Wanderer, or Kaja the Collector, or Kaja the Hermit. Oh, many things. Just call me Kaja." She hands you some tea. "I have studied the lore of our gods and the legends and songs of my people since I could barely walk. I know the secrets of herbs and potions. She sighs and sips her tea again. But now I am just a recluse. The battles between Romans and the Britannians consume my people. I am not interested in the conflicts of this world. Thus, my fellow Druid suggested that I might be happier away from them. But I still gather knowledge, and then I teach it. I could use the help of a young, strong soul as yourself. There's a task you could perform for me. I would pay well, of course. Or I could teach you knowledge I have obtained. I know much of the potions. Very useful things they are. I'm going to learn about the quests, and hopefully... Nope, it's not going to give it to me. It is a simple task, really. Little more than a short, pleasant walk. To the north, near the lairs of the griffins, I have heard that there is an ancient obelisk. There are certain runes carved upon it, which are of great interest to me. I wish you to bring a copy of those runes to me. That is all, nothing to it. You thank her for the information, finish your tea, and depart. Can I enter? Oh, that was a different screen. Kaja smiles and makes you some more tea. I'm glad that you have returned. I prefer that my solace is broken from time to time. I am not fond of Romans, but I accept their existence. They are as much a part of our destiny as the dirt and the air. Both our people and yours have their part to play in the passing of time. We are both part of this world. You are interested in herbalism? You could purchase some of my special recipes if you wish. I do. I want to buy all of this. I don't need the... Oh, no, you know what? Worthwhile. Because now, potions. Yeah, all I have left is a hasting draft, a balm of life, and a healing elixir. Okay, so I just have to go north and find an obelisk. That seems a little too simple. So I am like constantly saving at this point. Just when you reach the bottom of this valley, you start to feel on edge. You aren't sure why. It seems mundane enough. Just a simple mound covered with stones and sparse grass. To you, though, the place is terrifying. As you spend time here, you start to feel strange. You feel yourself developing an enthusiasm for going out and finding a village to pillage or a traveler to rob. It's a strange sensation. There's something very odd about this place. Weird. Don't want to be involved in that. I just want to go north. No, not for Morians. Oh, no. I'm glad I saved not too long ago. Let's see if I can take one out. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just nope. And I mean, like, I'm going to say this over and over, but man, this game one-shots you mercilessly. And they're not even there. They're gone. Okay. An arrow. This is normal. There is a shade here, wandering aimlessly, or floating. You aren't sure. It seems so weak and insubstantial that the wind is carrying it along. This must be one of the lost ghosts the spirit warrior told you about. You start to shout at it, trying to give it directions back to its protector. After a lot of screaming and pointing, the thing finally seems to sense that you are there. It begins to struggle against the breeze, trying to direct itself homeward. Nice. How far are we from this quest? 6. I think I've found 2. But again, it doesn't like tell us how many we've found. It doesn't like have anything helpful in that regard. It's just like, I don't know. Figure it out, dude. Alright. Well, this whole area is figured out. Now I'm just looking for Western Fen. Watch out for lizards. Well, alright. I'll watch out for lizards, I guess. It's the obelisk. Totally normal. Sweat pours down your faces as you climb the steep hill. Sharp rocks scratch your hands and over-optimistic vultures circle overhead. As you ascend, you stumble over something, half buried in the dirt. You pull it out. It's an old, withered scale, the size of a shield. It's been here for quite a few years. As you climb, you find more old scales, each of which must have come from an enormous lizard. There are also skeletons, crushed and heavily charred. There is very little living up here. No animals, practically no plants. It's a forbidding wasteland. The Aerie of Reptrakos. No. Realm of Reptrakos. Thieves will be devoured. I'm not a thief. I'm just trying to explore. These are ancient ruins. How ancient you are unable to tell. All the walls are either crumbling or charred, seared and melted by application of great heat. The air reeks of sulfur and rot. The current inhabitants of these ruins are doing their best to scare off intruders. Charred bodies, mostly from humanoids, are scattered around the entrance. The skulls of 3 fairies, stuck on posts, mutely witness your arrival. I just want to be friends. Beware all who enter here. The hunger of Reptrakos is infinite. Those who tamper with his hoard will perish horribly. I'm not here to tamper with anybody's hoard. One of you glances idly to the ledge above you. What you see there almost stops your heart. It's horrifying. It makes everything you've met so far seem piddling and small in comparison. You face a creature straight out of the Britannians' idle tales. You think that it's a dragon. You could be wrong. After all, it could just be some other sort of 40-foot-long lizard with massive razor-sharp fangs and fire for breath and enormous wings. But for now, dragon does seem to be the best word. While you look up at it in fear, it looks back down at you with revulsion. In a deep, mesmerizing voice, it says a single word, packed with as much malevolence as it can manage. Romans. It watches you for a few moments, debating whether or not to devour you instantly. Then it says, I am Reptrakos. I will spare you for now, but come to my lair and I will not be able to resist my hunger. Then it turns, amazingly nimbly for its size, and walks away from the ledge. Looking at this body, the equipment of this person was carrying did not survive a burst of the fiery breath of Reptrakos. You do find a large scale under the body. However, it is old, withered, and stained. You leave it. Okay. Bye. Oh. No. I can be brave. Find the hidden door, find the hidden door. Find the hidden door. More trash. Okay, well, no. I don't think that's the obelisk I needed. So let's keep going north. That looks like an obelisk. Can I get to it without hurting myself? Yes. As you make your way through the marsh, you notice a small statue. It's of a small lizard, about a foot long, almost perfect in every detail. It's too heavy to bring along. Odd. What is it doing out here? From a hiding place behind a large pile of rubble, you can see a family of small green lizards. They cling together, sleeping. There are about 8 of them. They're quite cute. There's several statues around them. Some are of animals, a few of them are goblins. One stone Fomorian has a glint of metal at its neck. Maybe if you scared the lizards away, you could find treasure. No. I'm gonna continue this strategy of not engaging. Oh, we've got some, like, houses here. There's an old ramshackle hut here, made of wattle and daub and old splintering posts. There's small holes in the walls. Someone still lives here, though. There's smoke coming from the chimney. Yeah, enter. The door is entered by a gruff fairy male, frowning and irritated by the interruption. When he sees who you are, his demeanor softens slightly. No, customers. Sorry, I thought you were those bothersome sprites. Pests. He stands aside, and you can see the inside of the hut. Outside, it looks miserably poor. Inside, it's very cozy and warm. There's a pot of bubbling stew, a nice bed, and most interestingly, several rows of shields and helmets. Call me Starcap, the fairy says. I'm a merchant, as you can probably guess. He walks back in, grabs a tankard, and takes a deep swig of something. These are violent times, and a body has to protect itself as best it can. I don't care who you fight for. You deserve protection. Care to come in and buy some armor? Yeah, let's do some shopping. As you enter the hut, you stumble over a large, misshapen pair of boots by the door. Starcap grumbles. Oh, those things. Someone named Julius left them here. He was trading with me. He forgot them when he left. You can take those if you want. They don't fit anybody. Tired of having them around. Heck yeah, take them. Alright, what do we have? We have 642 gold. Prices here are expensive, but pretty nice. I wonder what I can sell. Not much, really. Oh, I can't even sell anything. He's not buying, he's just selling. Okay. Well, interesting. I don't think I need any of that. Also, it's midnight, and I'm not gonna sell things. Ooh, I have received a special item. Someone named Julius. You find a wooden hut. It's been built on a rise not far above the wet and mire. Small patches of herbs surround it. The air is heavy with the smell of spices and roasting meat. Yeah, enter the hut. As you approach the hut, 3 witches emerge to greet you. Each holds an earthenware mug in her hands, filled with a thick black liquid. As the third closes the door, thick meaty smoke comes from inside. The eldest bows to you. Welcome! News of your arrival has been foretold. We have been instructed to help you. She holds out her mug. Drink of our brew. It will give you power for the great battles ahead. The liquid looks black and uninviting. It might be a trick. I did just save. Drink. You take the mug and drink deep. The liquid is black, but it feels, smells, and tastes like warm blood. It feels warm in your stomach. The sensation spreads through your veins, draining and invigorating you at the same time. Dazed, you return the mug to the witch and stagger away. As you stumble off, the laughter of the 3 echoes in your ears. When your senses return to you, you are a few hundred feet away from their hut. Oh, man. All this experience draining plus me not really engaging things. Not going well. Okay, Vanarium Southwest. Okay. There are several shops along this road, set up by enterprising fairies to squeeze the last copper bit out of passers-by. You can see the tall, haughty proprietor through the window, waiting for customers. His tent is dark and shadowy. It's hard to see what is inside, but you think that you can catch glimpses of pieces of jewelry. Let's see what he's got. Dexterity bracelet, that's kind of cool. Ring of warmth, that's also kind of cool. Too rich for my blood. Same message. You enter the store. The moment the shopkeeper sees that you're Romans, he puts down his mortar and pestle, steps out from behind his cauldron, and pushes you out of his store. He doesn't say a word. He has no desire to deal with you. Fair. You're at the outskirts of a small village, not far from the center of Shadowvale. However, it's far from your ordinary village. The buildings have been constructed with more attention paid to grace and elegance than practicality. But that's not odd in Shadowvale. What are unusual are the occupants. If humans live here, you can't see them. There are fairies by the dozen, Fomorians by the score. Flocks of sprites flutter from place to place, doing odd jobs and being annoying. A griffin cries angrily at a glowing cow, and buildings appear and disappear without warning. It's like the villages you visit in your dreams. Well, except you're wearing pants. You'll have to be careful in there. These creatures can be extremely unpredictable. Okay, let's go to a new city. You arrive in the fairy marketplace. In some ways, it's like any other marketplace anywhere. Busy creatures bustle about, shopping, haggling, arguing, occasionally taking part in a bit of petty larceny. However, the similarities end there. You've never been in a marketplace where you had to rub shoulders with massive hairy Fomorians. You've never had to take care to avoid accidentally stepping on a sprite. You're surrounded by stores, but the buildings have a strange, insubstantial quality, as if you blinked at the wrong time, they wouldn't be there when your eyes opened again. As you look at the fantastic sights before you, the denizens of the bazaar look back at you. It is not a friendly or accepting glance. In fact, their reactions to the arrival of Romans range from utter distaste to the desire for instant violence. If you try to shop here, there may be a brawl. I'm not getting involved. Bye! No, I'm not getting involved. Bye! I do want to get involved. There's several shops along this road set up by enterprising fairies, blah blah blah. Trade. Oh, it's a librarian. This is all, fairy lore. It's too expensive. I can't sell it. Darn. I would want somebody, one of my dudes, to have fairy lore. That seems useful. So there's a little thing here. The man working outside this shack seems harmless enough. Like most Britannians, he didn't reach adulthood without gaining some sort of infirmity. In this case, it's a twisted leg, which keeps him standing only with difficulty. As he struggles with his crude hoe, a dog barks, alerting him to your presence. He turns and looks you over. Soon he comes to a decision, bows his head, and hobbles over to you. Good day to you. My name is Khan. Welcome to my humble farm. Sadly, as you can see, I'm struggling to make it by. That much is true. His crops are a wreck. I'd hate to say it, but if you could spare me a few coins, it would be a great help. Yeah, sure, I'll give him some coins. Okay, and that was that. I gave him some coins. I hope someone appreciates that. This is an old Roman outpost. Considering the things populating this area, you aren't surprised that it's been abandoned. Someone has been taking shelter in the ruined structure, though. It's currently sitting outside the front door, sprawled forlornly in the tall grass. It's a Fomorian, and a thinner, more pathetic specimen you've never seen. When it sees you, it doesn't seem the least bit afraid. It's distracted by its hunger. Oh, it moans. Oh, I am so hungry. Hungry. I no longer know what food tastes like. No food for Throd. Oh, please. I wish for big piece of yummy mutton before I die. Please, I give you good thing. Yeah, sure, I'll give it some food. The moment you get your big sack of food out, the Fomorian leaps forward and grabs it. He does a little happy dance. A happy little ogreish dance of joy, and runs back to the ruined outpost. You start to suspect that the Fomorian forgot all about your reward. Then a rusty shield, too small for the filthy creature to use, flies out of the doorway. You pick it up. It's gross, but it's usable. Oh, yo. Upgrade everybody's stuff. Here we go. Well, everybody's stuff except for Funny Man. Alright, well that went well. You poke your head through the door of the outpost and see the Fomorian. It's fast asleep and snoring amusingly. Its hands are resting on the massive stuffed stomach. You decide against killing it in its sleep. Good. I'm glad that we're slowly becoming good people. So we are looking for a griffin outpost. Guess it's further to the north. What's this sign say? Western Fen. Watch out for lizards. It's got a very dang it. It's got a very what's the word I'm looking for? Ruins atop a hill. Oh, we're in the Fomorian lands. Interesting. Ah, it's a griffin. Just one, though. Alright, let's see how bad this goes. Okay. It could be worse. Ow, ow, ow. Oh. Yeah, I do. Oh. Well, no. I do want to fight it. Because I think I can just straight up kill it. Yeah, I can. Alright. I want to avoid all of this. As you get your first glimpse of the valley ahead, you involuntarily gasp. Shadowvale contains many blasted areas, many small wastelands, some created naturally, some by fairy magic. None of that, however, prepared you for this pit, this dead plain, this shattered hole, gouged into the earth. As you stare at the charred dead earth and the melted glassy rocks, you wonder what could have created such devastation, and who could possess so much hatred that they would feel the need to expend such energy to kill land to this extent. The devastation has been here for many years, and dust is slowly covering the ruin. The wastes are spotted with totems, bleached bones, and one dark tunnel at the lowest point. In the air, you detect the scent of Fomorians. It's fresh. There must be a lot of them around here, somewhere. This place must be Goagnar. It's in the northwest corner of the Vale, and it's definitely interesting. But what is this place, and what does Goagnar mean? And where is the skull of stone? Perhaps the answers are in the tunnel below. Oh! New chapter! New chapter! Their weather is more rainy than snowy, and on the days of clear sky, fog prevails so long a time that throughout a whole day, the sun is to be seen for only 3 or 4 hours round about midday. Strabo, on the Isle of Britain. All right. Well, we're in Goagnar. What? Absolutely save. Current quest. It's the Skull of Stone. So this is our main quest. I don't necessarily want to go that direction quite yet. To continue to the north, you will have to do some hard climbing. The hill is steep and covered with thick jumbles of jagged rocks. Carrion birds circle overhead, waiting for you to make an unfortunate misstep. Ahead, perched at the top of the cliffs, you think you see wolves watching you. Well, that's what they look like at first. It's hard to be sure, but it looks like they have the heads of birds. Then they back away from the edge, ducking out of sight. Is this where... You're faced with a majestic, terrifying sight, out of a mountain climber's dearest dream or anyone else's nightmare. Above you, the hillside, which was reasonably accessible up until now, becomes a vicious pincushion of sharp stone spires, each tipped with a spear-like point. It's all bare rock, with no dirt or plant life to soften the view. Above the dead land, flying creatures circle. Each looks like the mutant offspring of a wolf and a bird of prey, a fanged, taloned monster with piercing claws and a sharp, strong beak. They circle over you warily, keeping aloft with massive white wings. These are griffins, creatures from out of children's stories, and not nice creatures either. They fit in well in this hostile hillscape. Then, having seen enough of you, they fly to the north and disappear into holes between the spires. Perhaps they're returning home to protect their lairs from your invasion. So, if I remember... Isn't there an obelisk around here? Somewhere? I think more importantly... Oh, hey, it's an obelisk. The view inside this gallery is as breathtaking and imposing as the view just outside. The long, natural hall is dominated by sharp stone spines, each of which stretches well above your head. You are unable, however, to fully appreciate the natural majesty before you because a stranger phenomenon is holding your attention. The place is clearly haunted, or possessed. It's hard to tell. The chamber has a sense of, well, it's hard to put into words. It's as if there's someone here, something much larger than yourselves. You feel as if you have to push harder to walk through the air here, because there's something already occupying it. What's more, out of the corners of your eyes, you keep seeing things on the walls, strange drawings in an unfamiliar style. When you turn, though, there's nothing there. It's as if all this was not bizarre enough. To the north, you can see that your path is blocked by large stone blocks, each set on rollers so that, with great effort, they may be pushed. You grow nervous. It's starting to feel like going further into this place puts you at risk of becoming playthings for something. Something very old and very powerful. Tear of Cunning. Okay. Reset pad. It's a puzzle. Well, what's in the box? Nothing. Don't have anywhere to push the box to. Come on, guys. Out of the way. Nope, that's not right. Suddenly, everything in sight, with the sole exception of yourselves, goes all blurry. Then, just as suddenly, everything snaps back into focus. Oops. Well, I got through that. No. Okay. This seems a little straightforward. Alright. Well, we got through. I think. Look. Hey. Block on the pad, please. Oh. Okay. Well, not like that. On the pad. When you get close to the walls blocking this passage, they fade away. You've found the lair of a large extended family of griffins. Their nests are everywhere in this cavern, huge aggregations of stick and mud. The amazing creatures are sitting everywhere, grooming themselves, looking after eggs, and gnawing on bones. None of them are paying any attention to you. Fortunately, it's not that they don't see you. Some of the mothers are watching you carefully. They just aren't hungry, or they don't eat people, although that seems overly optimistic. To move on, you'll have to walk among the creatures. Hopefully their peaceful attitude will continue. Yes, hopefully. What if we go this way? What is this way? What is this way? We've gone very far up. They don't seem aggro. Can we talk to them? The beast looks up at you mutely. You match gazes with it, trying to achieve some kind of common ground. In the end, you feel personally enriched, but you learn nothing. Oh, okay. Do not attack. Do not attack. There's a lot of griffins. Do not attack. Oh, hey, we're up here. So it seems like maybe it's safe. Ooh, what do we have? Tier of Force. We have some mushrooms. Suddenly, the passageway becomes more crowded. With bright puffs of colored smoke, Fomorians appear in front and behind you. They're pretty confused. They have no idea how they got here. So they do what Fomorians do when they get confused. Attack. Ow. Oh, there's a lot of them. Battle rage. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. No missile ready. Bullshit. No missiles at all. Shit. See how long I can last. About that long. I don't think I'm strong enough to fight these. I don't think I'm gonna go that way. It was interesting. Bye, guys. Bye. Hello, griffins. Bye, griffins. Let's go this way still. 'Cause I feel like there should be... You find the wreckage of a small goblin infestation. The bones show signs of vicious treatment from the claws and beaks of the griffins. Nothing I probably want. Ooh, stuff, though. The chest has withstood a good deal of punishment from griffins who were trying to smash it open. Amazingly, they had no luck. The padlock was able to take their blows. Nothing you do is able to get the box open either. Is there anything around? No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, we got some bones. Always good. We've got a damaged large shield. I don't need that. We've got some damaged boots. Oh, there's a thing up there. How do I get there? The world may never know. And I mean, like, I'm impressed, honestly, like... Okay. Well, that kind of sucked, but... Oh, it's all clear. Great. So, I mean... This is all very interesting, but... Can't very well get anywhere. Ooh, here's another... Let's shield him. Ooh, that guy. I mean, he ain't a tank for nothing. Let's keep him healed. Nicely done, guys. Nothing in here but poop. Excellent. Well, let's double check that quest. It can be found near the Griffin's Aerie. Not on, so maybe it's over here? You hear a loud, raspy cawing sound. It sounds like a huge eagle in extreme pain. It seems to be coming from somewhere around the valley wall. Okay. There's a sudden motion behind the near boulder. You spin around, draw your weapons, and come face to face with yet another one of Shadowvale's unusual creatures. This one looks particularly nasty. Looks like a cross between an eagle and a wolf. Has the body of a wolf, but with beautiful feathers instead of fur. Its head looks like it came from an enormous bird of prey, with sharp eyes and a razor-edged beak. Instead of claws, it has vicious talons, which are stained with the blood of its prey. Strong winds emerge from its shoulders. It's about 5 feet tall and looks like it's as vicious as a killing machine as you would care to not meet. However, this particular specimen has had a run of bad luck. It's trapped under a large chunk of fallen rock. It calls piteously and tries to shift itself free. The stone is on its rib cage. Some of the ribs are probably broken. As you watch it, it looks at you sadly. Working together, you could free the creature. However, you may have serious problems if you do. Free it. Using a stout branch and all of your muscles in tandem, you manage to lift the rock a few inches. It's enough. The griffin drags itself out from under the stone. Squawking in pain, it manages to stand up and spread its wings. It's a beautiful creature, tall and majestic. It watches you with gratitude, bows its head, and then flaps its wings. The effort is painful, but slowly, carefully, it lifts itself into the sky. It circles around twice, caws triumphantly, and sails away over the hills to the north. All right. We've done a good thing. We have another hole in the wall. This hole, it was made for me. This underground is very strange. It looks like it had been dug out only recently, and the walls are covered with moss and vines. Everything is warm and damp to the touch. Warm air slowly passes in and out of the entryway as if the whole complex is breathing. The air reeks of rot, of dead plants, and flesh. There is a single passage leading further in. It is to the north and blocked by a huge black iron gate. There's a huge gate here, keeping you from entering the enormous chamber beyond. It is made of black iron bars, thick, twisted, and covered with spikes. There is a keyhole, but you don't have a key which fits it. The gate is too large and heavy to break down. You turn away. Can we see anything? No, not really. It's a hall of a lamp. I love lamp. Alright. We've got... Just looking for an obelisk, man. This area is very hilly, and the hills are honeycombed with tunnels. One entrance to the subterranean corridors is here. It's dark and damp, and vines and old spiderwebs festoon the entrance. Do you explore? Let's leave it for now. No, it says the same thing. Let's go with the back entrance. Enter the cave. It's a very tight corridor. You need to turn sideways at times and hunch down in order to proceed. Your back starts to hurt. Eventually, you trip over a large, misshapen stone. Then you look down on it. It's not natural. It's a statue of a surprised-looking fairy woman, lying on her back. Her hands are held up above her as if to push something away. The corridor stretches into darkness. Do you continue? Keep going. Before long, the constricted corridor starts to give you a serious case of claustrophobia. Finally, you are able to breathe a sigh of relief. The passage opens up into a nice, spacious cave. Your relief is short-lived. The cave has several statues in it. Scattered among the statues are a handful of small, unfamiliar-looking lizards. Well, it's time for some basilisks. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, man. It just instant kills me. Let's see how long it takes to die. How harsh is this? Short answer. Not. Okay. Well. Let's see at this door. The passage soon dead ends into a small rocky cavern. A search reveals nothing of interest. The dust makes you sneeze. You leave. We're not going in that other door. Oh, there's another cavern. It's a short passage which branches several times. Then the branches branch several times. Even though you carefully mark your path, it soon becomes clear that you won't be able to map out all these passages. On your way out, however, you notice the glint of metal on the ground. You take a closer look. How fortunate! It's a small silver ring. It's somewhat tarnished, but with cleaning it'll be quite nice. The band has a knotwork design. Take it. It's just a nice little ring. I'm looking for an obelisk. Have you seen one? Have you seen an obelisk here? Hello? You stumble upon a small village. That is, you literally stumble upon it. None of the buildings are taller than your kneecap. You stub your toe on one of their cute little fences. You look around. It looks like an incredibly elaborate miniature town. complete with little crops, tiny houses, and domesticated mice. The only thing missing is whoever built it. None of the homes are occupied. Maybe the occupants aren't home, and if you wait, they will appear. Sure, let's wait. You kill some time waiting. When you sit down, you take care not to smash any of their little houses. After a while, you start to get bored. Whoever lives here, if anyone, doesn't return. Eventually, bored, you get up and leave. I wonder if nighttime is the right time. Oh shit, a bear. Oh god, ow. Oh, that was the wrong dude. These things happen more often than I'd like to admit. Sorry for refreshing the captions. It's just, you know, for good nature. They started to get wonky. Yeah, let's wait. It's nighttime. Nope, nothing. Okay. Hello? Has anybody seen an obelisk? You are looking down on a small collection of ramshackle huts occupied with what looks like a dozen scruffy men. As you watch them, they sharpen their weapons, work on their bubbling bowl of soup, and apply blue war paint. They must be locals. They don't seem to belong to any tribe, though. They may be renegades or rebels. Yeah, approach them. These are just a bunch of savages. As their repeated defeats over the last decade or two, you have little doubt that you'll get any trouble from them. You approach, intending to ask what they've gathered here. Unfortunately, they must be wanted men or rebels or brigands of some sort. The moment they see you, they don't even pause to deliberate. Their weapons are in their hands, and they're charging, heedless of their certain doom. Certain doom? Sure about that? Nope, not certain doom. I've got certain doom. Bye. Load saved game. But I've mapped out a whole other part. This is great. Oh no, it's a bear. All of these things are just killing me. No, stay back. Stay back. I'm just trying to find an obelisk, guys. I don't care about any of this. I just want an obelisk. Is this an obelisk? Oh, thank God, it's the obelisk. At first, this looks like a natural rock outcropping. When you get closer, however, you realize that it's a stone pillar, not unlike the ones used in stone circles. Curious about why someone would erect such a thing in this wasteland, you examine it. It's very old. Both weather and mold have had their ways with it in turn. Scraping off some lichen, you find something interesting. There's a short message carved in the side. You don't recognize the writing. It's in a language completely unfamiliar to you. If it is, in fact, coherent writing at all. You can't decipher it, but perhaps someone else can. Someone you may have met. Do you try to make a copy of it? Yes. You soon realize that you don't have anything to write with. A pricked finger just won't have the precision you need to properly copy the writing. Plus, it would hurt. What? Didn't I have a pen? Okay, but at least I found it. Several water sprites flee in terror when you approach the pool. You can see why they were gathering here. It's a gorgeous spring, spraying droplets of water which catch the light and sparkle like diamonds. It's a beautiful place, exceptional even considering the near constant shining beauty of Shadowvale. You pause for a moment to enjoy yourselves. Drink. You drink deeply from the clean, clear water. It tingles when it goes down, tickling your throat. As you quaff the liquid, you start to feel invigorated. Soon, your thirst is sated and you feel strong as an ox. Okay. Alright, let me... How bad could this go? I just need something to write on. You walk towards the creature of the bazaar. They walk towards you. Their business temporarily forgotten, they move to deal with the intruders. Some of them are holding weapons. For a tense minute, you stare the fairies and goblins and sprites down. Outnumbered or not, this rabble is not going to intimidate you. For a moment, it seems that there is no way to avoid violence. Extreme, mind-bending violence. But then, a deep, booming voice cuts through the tension. What in the name of the Sealy Court is going on here? An unusually short, barrel-chested fairy wades into the fray. I am the master of the bazaar. I have banned all fighting. He turns to your opponents to berate them. Fools! You know the rules of the bazaar. This is neutral ground. None of your petty disagreements come in here. Not even with the Roman vermin. He turns to you. You can see in his eyes he has no love for Romans. I know of your kind. I know of your arrogance and your violence. I will warn you once. Act in the manner of my bazaar, and you will pay. Having had his say, he heads back to his mansion. The fairies and other beings give you one more nasty look and slowly return to their trading. Oh, thank God. Okay. What do we have? Truly fine items. And a fairy. Let's talk to him. It's Poot. This is an unusual sight. The desk and chair are normal, human size. The wood sprite sitting in the chair, on the other hand, is a little over a foot tall. She looks up at you with a goofy grin. She giggles. Then she tries to suppress it, with limited success. Frivolity and business fight fiercely within her. She manages to say, I am Poot. Welcome to my little store. What kind of store is this? I keep all sort of special items. Real useful things. Shadowvale has lots of terrific things, and I get as many as I can. What special items can I buy right now? I don't want to let you have many of them because you're icky, nasty Romans after all. But I'll let you purchase some if you want. The prices are high, but they could be higher. What terrifically useful things are you looking for? She pouts briefly. Why, I like neat things. I want all the neat things I can get. I keep trying to get Silac artifacts, but they're really rare and stuff. And then mean old Vanarium won't let me at his magic keys. Tell me more about the Silac items. Silac was one of the great fairy mages ever, and he made all sorts of really weird things. Some of them were even useful. She thinks, not many though. Still, they're fun to have, and that's enough for me. Where can I get the magic keys you're looking for? That awful Scrog. He's not far from here. He doesn't like sprites, so he won't sell me his really pretty key. Her wings jump in agitation. Ask him about magic keys. If he won't sell them to me, he might feel different about you. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I sort of like you. Show me your wares. What do you have? A scroll of doom. A wand of the coils. A horn. A mop. Woad. Capture mind. Oh, that's interesting. You know what I don't have anymore? I don't think I have. So I need paper. I need paper, or I guess papyrus. And I need a pen. Alright. La la la. Clang. What's up, dude? Scrog. You watch the Fomorian work on a spearhead. He holds the red-hot metal in one bare hand and strikes it with a hammer held in the other. When you tap on his shoulder, he jumps. At first, the presence of humans makes this huge Fomorian very nervous. Then he sees that you're Romans and not Britannians, and he calms down significantly. Scrog, me Scrog. I hear you have some metal keys. Keys. Slowly, the light of comprehension dawns. Key! He pulls out a metal key from his pocket. I sell good key to you? For good price? Yes. I sell for 250 coins. Sure, I got 250. You give Scrog the money and gives you a copper key with 4 etched into the side. Thank you. Good money. I buy lots of good food now. He returns to working on his spearhead. I have another question. What are you selling? I get metal things for purchase. Good metal. I hit hard. Bang, bang. And it's sharp and good. Ooh, it is sharp and good. Very nice wares. Nothing I particularly want this minute, though. Nothing in here. Let's go back and talk to her, though. La la la. Okay. Well, I got the keys. I don't know what to do with them yet. Come in, young one. Kalotha. At first you think that this is an ancient human woman, perhaps even as old as 50. But then you see her pointed ears and her sharp fangs, and you realize this is yet another strange denizen of Shadowvale. She looks up from grinding some herbs and grins, showing off her dirty fangs. I am called Kalotha. Welcome to my little home. What do you sell here? I am a creator of potions, marvelous potions, perfect for such rampaging invaders as yourselves. How do you create these potions? Shadowvale contains many useful plants and herbs, and I turn them into elixirs and draughts, beverages and brews. If you'd like to purchase some, I could allow it. How dare you call me a rampaging invader? She smiles and licks her thin, greenish lips. Oh, did I say invaders? I meant friends. How could we feel any differently towards our Roman visitors? That's better. Why, after all, there are so few places my kind can live. Why should we feel anything less than appreciation when you humans move into all of them, one after another? I have another question. I want to trade. These are all very good, but I don't feel like paying for them. What's a heroic brew? Blessed speed and divine protection. Very nice. Just looking for a general store. Yeah, a trading post. This fairy is surrounded by clothes of all shapes and descriptions, mundane and unusual. When he sees you enter, he starts touching and rearranging them nervously. He shrinks back into his chair, quivering gently. I am called Moonfire. I have a nice, humble shop here, not doing anyone any harm. Now let's trade. It's literally just clothes. I don't want to talk to you, bro. Colin. The animal pens are kept by a small, nervous-looking human boy who looks like a Britannian native. He seems even more nervous about having to greet some Romans. He puts down a bucket of slop and says, I am Colin. He looks about 8. What are you doing here? He looks even more nervous. I am the stable keeper. I look after the animals and keep them fed and such. I do this while my master is away. Where's your master? I am a slave to a fairy merchant. My family sold me to him when I was but a babe. Now I serve him and he feeds me and only beats me occasionally. The boy seems ready to break and run at any moment. But for now, my master is traveling. Where has your master been traveling? He's been gone a few days, and he didn't say when he would be back. And he said he might be gone for a long time, and I should look after things. So I should be getting back to work and not talk anymore, all right? Yeah, sure. Okay, so down, under the Faerie Bazaar. Yeah, try to pick the guy. Let's light up my life. Oh god. There's a ward. Why are you acting like this is so much farther? Oh, I've got a lot of health. That's neat. I don't know if this is quite what I should be doing right now. I feel like I'm going to make someone very upset. We have a staff, we have gloves, we have a whip. Oh, that seems useful. Ow. Yeah, no. No. Oh, there's one Fomorian. Great. Wait. Huh. I wonder why it hit me twice. Hey, alright. With a little bit of luck, I can kill a Fomorian. Iron battle axe. Alright. Oh, wait. No. Oh, boy. Alright, well. That was the last time I saved. Not long ago. Alright, I don't think I should be attacking these things. And I'm Drotha. You get the feeling that this crone would rather anything, a drake, wolves, even a hurricane, had come through this door than you. She looks nervous in the extreme. She doesn't seem to know what to say. She doesn't want to say anything. Finally, she simply says, I am Drotha. What are you doing here? She grimaces, showing 2 rows of pointed, graying teeth. No, Romans, I might take your money as well as any, but I am forbidden. If I help you in the slightest way, the crones will do me in. Why have the crones forbidden you from helping us? She bares her teeth and snarls. Are you deaf? I told you, the 3 crones have told me to have no dealings with you. You want assistance? Go to the crones. I will not aid you. You can kill me, but what they can do is far worse. She looks away. I'm not killing anyone. Cheap. Big old Fomorian walking around. Doesn't respond. Glyn. This fairy maid has skin with a distinct grayish tint, and she seems disturbingly at ease about the dried blood and bits of animal fur which stain her hands, arm, chest, and face. You ask for her name. My name? I'm Glyn. What do you want, Romans? Her voice is loud and sharp, and her face is cold and vicious. It's nice to know that shrill harridans aren't just a human phenomenon. Can I buy food? No, I don't want any of your food. Get out of here. I'm looking for papyrus, gosh darn it. Bazaar Master. Don't really want to talk to him. I don't want to go there. It's up here. The stores of this bazaar have a strange dreamlike quality. The scrolls in this library are even more insubstantial. The shelves are full of papyrus and vellum scrolls which you can actually see through. You try to touch one, your fingers go through it. Yeah, let's talk to this dude. This fairy is not only thin, she looks downright skeletal. Her eyes have a distant air as if she is constantly reading a bit of small print just behind your right shoulder. You may call me Seeker. Her voice is thin and distant. You don't even think she realizes that you're Roman. Can I use your library? She giggles, a detached, unnerving sound. We are more than happy to share our knowledge with passers-by for a simple fee. Do you wish to purchase spells, or would you like the advice of the sages? Oh, I need advice. We have very interesting scrolls in our library. You can read a scroll on goblins for 50 gold, a scroll on barriers for 100 gold, or a scroll on the Great Silac for 125 gold. Yeah, let's learn more about Silac. She takes your gold. You will now be able to see the scroll you seek. You may have to search the shelves for it. Okay. I want to learn Beast Circle spells. Yeah, let's learn some spells. Call aid? Summons a beast to aid you. Yeah. Oh. Craft circle? Pass portal. Not high enough. Okay. What about spirit circle? Disrupt spirit? No. Spirit circle has to be one. Do I not? I have war circle spells. Okay. So I have to search all these shelves to find the one I'm looking for? Great. G, E, B, A. A, B, C, E. No, just let me find it. F. There we go. You notice that one of the scrolls is solid, unlike the translucent documents all around it. You pick it up and read it. It's titled The Great Works of Silac. Silac is that rarity among the Cid, an industrious fairy. His hard work developing strange and marvelous items has caused some jealous sprites to say he was more human than fairy. Whether it is a candle that never goes out, or a scalpel that can strip the disease and infection from any wound, or any of dozens of other remarkable items, Silac's workmanship is always recognizable and delightful. Silac was also a locksmith. He created designs for 6 magical locks and 6 keys to go with them. Most of these keys have been lost, though leaving in Shadowvale a number of impenetrable locks and frustrated owners. Sadly, Silac slipped into obscurity a few decades ago. He's thought to have retired to the obscurity of Shadowvale. He's said to be working on a project of a scale and import sure to amaze all who witness it. Interesting. Oh, thank God. Papyrus sheet. Let's just double check. B, A, B, A, B, another papyrus sheet. Just in case. C, D, A, B. I don't need another scroll, that's fine. D, E. Is there a pen? Just pooped on the floor, sorry. Can I get a pen of some sort? Well, that was worthwhile. Let's, Romans. This tall fairy gentleman sits behind his desk, his long twig-like fingers steepled over his nose. He has the expression of one who has just discovered an unfamiliar, unpleasant smell. He debates internally for a moment, struggling to decide whether to do business with you or not. Greed wins out. I am Solberg. This is my business. What sort of business? I'm the keeper of the blessing pool. What does the blessing pool do? Oh, it is a marvelous thing. If you dip your weapon into it, it will be magically augmented into a most splendid and useful way. Even better, if you wish to purchase a use of this location, that can be arranged for a small price. How much? A single use of the blessing pool? Why, today we have our special Roman discount. A mere 3,000 coins. Do you agree? I'm not interested. And I am not interested in you. If you won't use my pool, go off and do your Roman things. Fair. One last place. Prison. Anybody in prison? Nobody's in prison. Good. Alright, did I go everywhere except for... Yes. Except for here. Little room, nothing in it. Nothing. Nothing. Cloaks. Do you like cloaks? All sales are final. The Bazaar Master is even more impressive face to face. Unlike most fairies, he is heavily built, and the sword hanging at his side is a heavy one. He looks annoyed to have to be dealing with you. You ask for his name. Name? He chuckles. I don't think I can remember it anymore. I've been the Bazaar Master for over 100 years. I keep the peace. I settle disputes. And I hire people for tasks that are to the benefit of the market. Do you have any jobs for me? Oh, come now. I will withstand the presence of Romans, but I have no need to consort with them. I will look to help from my own kind. Thank you very much. What is your job? Okay. He's not going to be interesting. Ooh, stuff to look at. You eagerly search through the scrolls on these shelves, looking for something useful. You have no luck. All they contain are records of the administration of the bazaar. The Bazaar Master has lovely handwriting, but terrible writing style. Cute. Nothing of use. All sales are final. Okay. Well. Interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I need a pen now. Drink. Doesn't have the same effect. It's fine. Oh, no, I'm not as messed up. That's good. I do need to find a pen at some point. Oh, no. I have nothing to throw at these guys. I have nothing. Okay. So many dying. That guy wasn't very useful. So I need to find a pen. Part of the map, just fill it in. Map filled in. Great. This pit is a peat mine, and it looks like it's been used for that purpose for many, many years. Once cut and dried, the peat is the fuel that no doubt has fed many fires and cooked many stews for the last several centuries. So I'll just be honest, I think, whoa. As you make your way down this shadowy path, you hear shouts of alarm ahead. You move forward quickly, hoping to see what the problem is. What you see is an ambush. A tall, fairy male, accompanied by an armed escort, is surrounded by several nasty, giant spiders. They're predators, and they're clearly hoping for some fresh meat to add some variety to their insect diet. It's not a fair fight. There are quite a few spiders, and their fangs drip with powerful green venom. Do you help? Yes. The moment they see you approach, the fairy's spirit lifts. There's hope for them, after all. As the spiders close in for the kill, you break their circle and attack. The fairy lord takes this opportunity to slip away to safety. Okay, but there are fairies. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, come on. So many deaths. I don't want to just, like, kill those dudes off, though. Oh, no. The stone circle is currently the site of a ritual. 2 druids are busily sacrificing a small goat, while 2 warriors stand guard. You're very lucky. As far as you know, no Roman has ever witnessed one of these obscure rituals. When the druids see you, however, they decide to make sure that no Roman has ever seen one of their rituals and lived. Can I just run away? Can I just please let me run away? Oh, God. Oh, they all die. I mean, this is why these games don't get finished by most people playing them. Because it is brutal. It is utterly unforgiving. And for the love of God, my kingdom for a pen. Well, actually, in there might be the best call. Why do I only have so much view? Is this just... Is this just somebody's house? Yes, but I can talk to them. It's Manius Voltinia's house. This portly, graying Roman is probably a retired soldier made good. In fact, he's still squeezing himself into his old, fraying armor. Although he looks rather comical, his jewelry shows that he's also very rich. I'm Manius Voltinia, he says in a high-pitched voice, which doesn't do much to impress you. Welcome to my villa. How do you make your money? I collect, shall we say, special items that can only be found in Shadowvale. Then I sell them to certain select clientele. He picks nervously at his armor and his voice becomes more shrill. It's a tough business. Lately there have been certain occurrences that concern me. What has affected your business? I'm not sure I want to speak about it yet. My agents are still gathering information. I've learned that it can be unwise to speculate prematurely. What special items? Now, I can hardly tell you that now, can I? Bad for business. How difficult is it? Quite. Some of the finest artifacts in Shadowvale are jealously watched over. Why, once I paid someone to sneak something out of Castle Aethdoc. That was a story I can tell you. He seems to recall something. He looks at a paper on his desk. Say, I've been looking for someone to recover a certain valuable potion. For a reward, of course. Where's Castle Aethdoc? That's not something I should talk about right now. Sorry, must be discreet. What potion do you want? He laughs. That's kind of you to offer, lad, but I'm looking for someone who's, shall we say, a bit more experienced in adventuring matters. Why don't you return when you've done a bit more? That's all for now, thanks. Ooh, maybe there's a pen in here. There's a needle, there's a thread, there's a bolt of cloth. No pen. I just want a pen. I had one. I don't know what I did with it. It seemed like vendor trash. I might have sold it for like nothing. Oh, hey, there's another person. There's several local Britannians in Vanarium working, cleaning, and going about their business. When you get close, they cast their eyes downward and avoid you. Romans make them nervous. There's nothing in the box. What's in the box? Nothing. Okay. Is it supposed to be dark like this? Maybe, maybe not. Sheep are just sitting in their own shit. You enter the warm, welcoming confines, the inn's common room. There's a surplus of open chairs, hot stew, and strong wine. It's nice to find signs of civilized life out here in the wilderness. There are 4 people currently eating at the long tables. They all have a hard, warlike look. 2 of them sit at each table, and you can't help but notice that each pair occasionally shoots a distrustful look at the other. There's a Britannian warrior here. A female who fights is unusual, but with Boudica's army ravaging the Romans, it's not unthinkable. Her clothes and face markings are unusual. She must not be from around here. You ask her name. Bridget, she grumbles. She gives you a nasty stare. She doesn't like that you're bothering her. What are you doing here? I'm just staying here, taking a break from my travels. And it's not any business of yours. Where are you traveling? She looks nervous. Why are you asking me about that? It's no business of yours, Roman. Bugger off. She turns away from you. She's a suspicious character. Perhaps she's a rebel. You can't be sure, though, and it doesn't seem worth starting a brawl to find out. There's a Roman soldier here, concentrating on his mug of thin, sour wine. His cloak is frayed and his armor has seen better days. It looks like he's been out in the woods for some time. "I'm Numerius," he says quietly. "You're making him very nervous. Should be much happier to see fellow soldiers. Definitely a suspicious character. Perhaps he's a deserter." "What are you doing here?" "I've been separated from my century. I'm trying to find it again." "What legion are you with?" The question makes him even more nervous. "I don't have to answer your questions. I'm not a deserter. I'm just trying to find my fellows. Now go away and leave me in peace. It's no business of yours." "How do I know you're not a deserter?" "Leave me alone. I've done nothing wrong. I'm going to go fight the rebels soon. I'm just stopping here for the night. Go away." Oops. You meet a member of that most elusive and mysterious sect of Britannians, the Druids. Strangely, she doesn't seem unhappy to see you. In fact, she's rather relieved. She pulls back her hood so that you can see her face. "I am known to your lot as Rian. Greetings." "Why are you here?" "I am, as you can no doubt see, a druid. I find myself, however, in a peculiar position." "What peculiar position are you in?" "Not long ago, I had a dream so vivid and powerful that it could only be prophetic. In it, 3 crones appeared to me." "What did the crones tell you?" "They showed me a mirror. In it, I saw a glorious isle in flames. I saw that the flames started here, in Shadowvale. I saw that this could be averted, and I could help. However, this involved me doing the unthinkable. I had to put my powers to the service of the Romans." "So you were to help me?" She kneels before you, though it is clear that the gesture wounds her pride grievously. "The dream was clear. There is no room for misinterpretation. I ask for you to let me join you. I will fight on your side to the best of my abilities." Magic user. She doesn't receive this news with great pleasure, but she seems determined to do her duty. She takes her place at your side. So who is Rhiannon, other than somebody way stronger than we are? Level 8. Always going to be stronger than us. Druid spells. All kinds of things. Quicksilver feet. Oh, that's great. There's a Roman soldier sitting here, hungrily finishing off a large bowl of venison stew. He looks very pleased to see you. "Greetings, fellow. Call me Marcus." He belches and calls for another heaping order of food. "How are you?" "I'm a soldier for the Empire, of course, fallen on hard times of late, but finding this inn seems to be changing my fortunes." "Why do you think your hard times are over?" "I've been hoping to join up with another band of Romans while I find a way to get assigned to a new unit permanently. But it looks like you'll already have company, so I'll just stay here." "All right, I'll just wait and regain my strength then." "Cool, no, I wanted Rhiannon. Or Rian. Another random Britannian. I still need a pen. Mansion of Manius Voltinia. That's the mansion I was at. Great. Well, I guess. Yeah, what's this? Shrine to the Divine Augustus. You enter the main chamber of this small shrine to the Divine Augustus. It's surprisingly small and nice and well maintained for a shrine in this small backwater village. Someone spent a fair amount of money on its construction. To the west, under the marble statue of Augustus, the locals have left a number of modest offerings, perhaps in the hope of good crops or so that a curse may be laid upon an enemy. Another Britannian. There's a stone tablet inside the box, carved with a brief inscription. The words are a curse left by some unnamed Roman in the hopes of visiting misfortune upon a foe. Great gods who tower above us all, may Decimus Didius Fulvus fall from favor of the commander, and may regain his wisdom and control of his heart, and cast Decimus down as the worm he is, so that I may take my rightful and just place. Interesting. Another curse. I ask you, holy beings, may Ascanius fail in his efforts with my beloved. May his liquids dry within him, and may his breath reek with horrible stench. And may he shrivel in his perfidy, so that he may lose her. Seems a bit strong. Yeah. You peer inside the small oak box. There are several coins inside, each of a small denomination. This is an offering box to the divine deceased Emperor Augustus, to whom this shrine is dedicated. Do you leave a few coins, or perhaps do you dare to steal from a god? No, I'll donate. Seems very unsafe. Donate on the other side, too. Okay, nothing totally valuable, but alright. Apothecary. Please, just... I have no wounds. Oh, shoot. Manius, the leader of this town, reveres the divine Augustus, and paid for a beautiful shrine to be built to him. I keep it clean and look after it. He looks embarrassed. I can't say that I'm too proud of it. After exposure to the old powers here in Shadowvale, worshipping one who died after I was born just doesn't seem right. What recipes can you teach? Bunch of recipes. Alright. Nothing interesting. Just a shopkeeper. A purchasing agent. Please tell me I can steal a pen from you. No. There's a short, businesslike woman sitting behind the desk. Though she looks Roman, she wears the garb of a Britannian. She's in her 30s, and even considering her crippled left hand, she's well preserved. I am Drusilla. She's definitely a Roman. Why then is she wearing the clothes of a savage? I am in the employ of Manius Voltinia, master merchant. We sell and buy. We especially like to buy. I'll trade with you. I'm not going to question. Cool boots, a scroll, a nice spear. 5 to 30 damage, 1 per level. Ooh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Yeah, it's just an emerald cell. It's just a random ring, sell. It's Druid robe, sell. 350. Buy. Done. Really quickly, let's switch that around. Let's talk. I will trade with you. Oh, right. Fighting man. Yeah, let's sell some vendor trash here. Do you have that wood? Okay. Nice. Done. Iron chainmail, a superior longsword. Okay. Well, looks like we've... Oh, nope. We've not checked out this corner of town. Even though it's like all woods. Interesting. Nothing really here, though. Door? Midori. This beautiful young woman stood up when you entered the room. She's remarkably tall and poised and surprisingly attractive for someone who's reached the age of 20. The presence of a Roman soldier seems to bother her. Welcome, Roman. I am Midori. Her welcome had a slight but noticeable edge of insecurity. I am a druid of the Brigantes. I'm interested in learning from you. I wish to learn battle rituals. I don't have any gold. Peace ceremony, what is that? Blesses and shields entire party. Okay. Nothing worth stealing. I'll be honest, I'm of the opinion that, like, most of the time, stealing's probably a bad call. Alright, bye everyone. You make your way down this shadowy path. You hear shouts of alarm ahead. Oh, no. Don't get involved. And, in fact... we're not getting involved at all. So I found it. I still need some kind of pen. Feel like this is nothing. Not totally worth mapping out. But what is a dungeon crawler game without mapping out needless sections? You think you can barely make out some wolf tracks around these bones. They might even be from the wolf Adams told you about. Unfortunately, they're very faint, and you don't know enough about woodcraft to be able to track them. Okay. Interesting, though. So we're finding a lot of things, and the answer keeps coming up. You're too bad at this game. Get good. So where are we at? 10 skill points, 10. Hippie's only got 5. Rion just joined. So we're really not that far. Yeah. No. I don't need meat. What if I went... Oh, okay. In order to cross all these bridges... Suddenly, one of you trips over a fallen branch. You were sure that it wasn't there before. You get up and brush yourself off. You'd swear, while you were falling, that you heard giggling in the underbrush. So I'm just trying to get back to the initial city. Yeah, pay them 5 gold. However, I am running low on gold. That's not great. But yeah, my goal right now is to just go back to the original city. Unless I can get a pen. My kingdom for a pen or something. So we saw that message before. It basically says, there's no more map. Please stop going places. So we're back here. I'd like to see your general supplies. Okay. Since I got back to my main town, I'm going to take a quarter-pointed union break. I will be back shortly. 10 minutes. Okay. So, we are still desperately in search of a pen and ink of some type so that we can figure this quest out. We are so close to figuring it out. All I need is a pen and ink. Where oh where would I find a pen and ink? Maybe in the storeroom? That's next to my room? I'm not going to sleep because I'm in better than good shape. Where is my little home? Where's my home? Nothing in there. No, I'm not gonna sleep. Nothing in there. Who did I sell that to? Where would I find just a pen and ink? Looking in every desk I can find. Nothing interesting. You return to the commander's office. Have you recovered this this skull of stone? You shake your heads. Let me refresh your memory. You need to go to a place called the Vaults of Goagnar and find something called the Skull of Stone. At least that's what the contract says. It's in the northwestern corner of the Vale. I know this is far beyond your experience. Still, you have done very well so far. I have no doubt in your continued success. This is very strange. You still have no idea why Vibius requested you over any other soldiers. A pen and ink. Oh, thank God. Alright. Let's haul ass back up that way. Haul all the ass. I hope I have 5 gold. Pay them. Ooh, this is all new. Save just to be safe. What do we have? What do we have here? The Temple of Brigantia. It's a temple. This narrow strip of land stretches out to an island in the middle of the lake. There is a large shrine on the temple. Halfway across, you are stopped by a group of guards put here to watch the temple. When they see you are Romans, they do not hesitate to suicidally charge you. We're gonna die, aren't we? Alright, Rion. What kind of things do you have? You have Quicksilver Feet. You have Serpent's Fang. You have Call Aid. Let's call some aid. And I get one shot. Alright. I'm not doing that, but I am going to mark this off. Good to know. So just to be clear, I'm using the keyboard commands mostly because it's just way faster. No. Okay. It's a random spirit? There's a shade here, wandering aimlessly, or floating. You aren't sure. It seems so weak and insubstantial that the wind is carrying it along. This must be one of the lost ghosts the spirit warrior told you about. You start to shout at it, trying to give it directions back to its protector. After a lot of screaming and pointing, the thing finally seems to sense that you are there. Begins to struggle against the breeze, trying to direct itself homeward. Bye! You stand near the pitch-black tunnel. You know that the fresh Fomorian smell is stronger here. There are no guards. That seems careless at best. There are also no tracks. There are Fomorians inside. None of them ever come to the surface. I don't want to get involved in that yet. They're just going to roll me, and I just don't want to get rolled. One of you steps on a rock. When you do, you distinctly hear a loud, gruff voice say, "Ow!" The little rock troll then gets up, brushes itself off, makes a hand gesture, and tromps away. I love these little, like, random encounters. I think it really, like, makes the experience a little bit more, I don't know, immersive. All of this, like, I'm struck by how immersive a game that's so, like, not graphically interesting in the clearest sense. Hey, it's another griffin. Stop eating my dudes. She is super fast. Let's do Lance of Fire. Just as 26. Let's do another Lance of Fire. Oof. Dude got kind of messed up. No interest. Want to get on this side of things. And here it is. Yes, try to make a copy. I have a pen, I have paper. You pull out pen, ink, and paper, and with difficulty, make as clear and legible a copy of the carved writing as you can. Maybe you'll find someone that's interested in it. And I have, so let's go find them again. Where the heck were they? They were way south. They were south of all this. Not going to get involved. South, south, south. Yeah, they were pinned all the way back here. Enter. Yes. Nice, a good bit of experience. You hand the scroll with a copy of the runes to her. She examines it. Excellent. Now I give you knowledge for knowledge. Sit, my children, so that you may learn. You sit and she tells you stories of the fairy folk and the Cid. She tells you what they're like, their origins, and of their peculiar rules and customs. Your fairy lore skill increases. Just leave. Well, that was quite good. Next time I'm inside somewhere, I'm gonna look at leveling up. Because I haven't in a while, and I think with 15 experience, or 15 skill points, I can get somewhere with these guys. So, what's my next big quest? My next big quest is going to God Nor. But the Widow Queen, it's far west. Okay. And the Selkie pelts are in... Ow. The Selkie pelts are in the Hag Fen, which I've found. I just can't remember where it is. More games need, you know, I struggle with like exactly how much signposting you should do in a game, or like how much quest marking you should do. But it's definitely the best answer that I can think of is some. Here we are. New place. I haven't been here. Let's see. It's a group of Fomorians. No interest. Hollow Hills to the south. Oh, no. It's the Brigantes. No thanks. Let's try. That's the Fomorian chief. Let's poison a bunch of dudes. Oh man, that guy's taking no damage. I love it. Oh, he's got no spells. Let's shield him. Let's haste him. Let's heal him. Let's bless him. Alright, we got one down. 45. Let's Lance of Fire. $40 points. This is going well. This is actually going well. Let's Lance of Fire. This is going very well. Let's Lance of Fire. Anything? Ooh. Victory is yours. The Brigantes warrior bind up their wounds and cross the bridge without a word to you. Long streams of Fomorian blood run across the white marble and down towards the river. Okie day. However, Rion, nice as you are, you reach the far end of the shining bridge and find yourself in a beautiful, well-tended orchard. Roads made of carefully cut, square blocks head off in all directions, threading off through the trees. The smell of blossoms filled the air. As you watch, you can occasionally see a small green sprite flitting from branch to branch, trimming the foliage with Chinese shears. You can dimly hear happy little songs, mixing with the tiny buzzing of a multitude of bees. What are those? Fairy women. I don't want to... Farther to the south, the terrain gets very hilly. Not rough. Random natural hills, though, but smooth, sculpted domes, connected in an elegant network. Although they're covered with grass, they sparkle as if they're studded with gemstones. The sparkling roads are patrolled by an armed pack of elite fairy gardeners, ready to deal with weeds and intruding monsters with an equal degree of violence. The presence of Romans in their paradise is too much for them to endure. They attack immediately. Oh, jeez. This is not... Oh, no. This is how you say very bad. But we're making some progress. Just keep healing. Just keep healing. Nice. Okay, we've gotten over the level hump here, where we can keep people alive. Do we have anything to heal? We have a curing draft. Do we have anything to heal? Do we have anything to heal? No. Oh, bless. Oh, and he's back up to full health. Oh, boy. Look at this. We can finally do something other than heal. Oh, we can finally kill some things occasionally. How nice. This is not the person I really want picking things up. Fine iron dagger, why not? And I would love to pick more things up, but nope. We survived. I really didn't want that. But, alright, let's see if I can survive. Battle Rage. Good. Good, good. Alright. Alright. 62 damage. We're seeing some big numbers. We're keeping characters alive finally. Tossing lances of fire. We're surviving battle combats once again. It's been a long time since we've survived that. Ooh, what do we have here? This hut is an old fisherman's shack. It's a ruin. Most of the planks have fallen off the walls and the roof is half caved in. What's interesting here is not the hut, but what's behind it. There's a half-dead man tied to a post behind the shack. He's a peculiar fellow, small, wiry, and pale, and the hair on his head is very short and very soft, more like fur than hair. He wears only a few rags around his waist. When you get close, you can see that he's in very bad shape. He looks dehydrated. He tries to say something, but the voice is an incoherent rasp. All he can do is look longingly at the water of the lake. You don't know who left the fellow here, but they weren't robbers. He still wears a beautiful gold bracelet around his wrist, below the ropes. It would be easy to remove it without freeing him. You could free the man, although he could be dangerous. Or you could just liberate his bracelet. No, free everyone. You cut the ropes, holding the man to his post. He falls to the ground and tries to crawl to the water. He's too weak to make it, so you help him to the water. As soon as he gets wet, he recovers in moments. He turns to you and tries to speak, but his voice won't work. Instead, he points across the water to the northeast. Then he bows to you and dives into the deep blue water of the lake. Strangely, he doesn't come back up. Okay. Oh, we have a random sign. Great Western Woods, beware of spiders. Hey, I wonder if this is where the Spider Queen is. Let's try and find her. Oh, it's been so long since we made progress. I mean, that's not true, actually. It's just we made progress on the main quest only through vicious, vicious exploration. The forest ahead gets much more difficult to navigate. You see large hedges and massive towering brambles armed with vicious thorns. They form a thick maze under the tall oaks. The few open spaces are filled with huge spider webs. Oh, 4 griffins. All right, let's see. we can take these on. Quicksilver seed. Well, I said that we were doing so great, and we were. It's just a sign. Well, I do love signs. We've read it before. What is this way? Oh, this is cool. The sun on these crags is bright and searing, unimpeded by any clouds. When you reach the end of this blind valley, a shaft of brilliant light washes over you. The white, pure sunlight is searing hot. However, the heat and blinding light don't harm you. Smoke rises from the ground around you and the air starts to shimmer from the warmth, but it doesn't hurt you. You bask in the glorious brilliance. Then the spear of light from the heavens starts to get even hotter. Now you're starting to feel kind of warm. Do you stay? Yes. You stay in the light, absorbing it instead of fighting it. The moment you calm down, your chest is filled with a sensation of peace and a strange, pure holiness. As you bask in the energy, your mind fills with images of your recent actions, of acts of kindness, both small and large. You feel a deep satisfaction in your deeds. Unlike most, you can look back upon your actions with pride instead of shame. Eventually, the light starts to fade away. Happily, some of the incredible energy that shone down upon you stays within. You feel energized. Then, dazed, you wander away. You fall to the ground, blissful smiles upon your faces. Okay. Wonder what that was supposed to do. Oh, we have another sign. Keep fears goblin ahead. Goblins? Oh, can we just, nuke some goblins? A group of goblins have infested this cold, rocky, lifeless hollow. They inhabit a crude wooden tower, which looks like it might fall apart at any time. There are about 20 of them, and they're a poor, miserable lot. They're skinning. Makes sense, there's hardly any food up there. Their weapons are crude and their clothes are torn and ragged. Instead of bold growls, they make do with pitiful, whiny noises. Pathetic. When they see you, they assume the worst and half-heartedly grab their weapons in order to make some sort of defense. They don't seem to really want to fight. Perhaps if approached, you could talk to them. Yeah, let's talk to them. You approach them without drawing your weapons. The goblins seem very relieved. Their chief approaches to speak with you. You enter the camp with blades sheathed and hands out. The goblins, surprisingly, don't attack you. Instead, their chief comes out to greet you. Their chief is as much a mangy, skinny, flea-ridden specimen as the rest. However, he does have better posture. That must mark him as leader. I Snorble. I lead goblins. We goblins. He pretends to think whenever he says perhaps to create the illusion of intelligence. Doesn't work. Look, we all poor. He points at his ragged leather armor. We all poor because we have to hide in valley. We have no gold. We eat boiled rocks. We have no sophisticated entertainment and much bonk each other in head for fun. We poor. We will buy warrior help to hurt one who make us this way. You help us? Tell me more. We hide because of Carto. Mean Fomorian Carto. He steal our good things. And he say if he see us again, he eat us all. This not so good thing. So we hide. But if someone kill Carto, we help them much. Carto live east, not know where. Talk to goblins you find who are straight east. They may know where Carto is. He beat goblins much. Kill Carto and come back and we give big help. His work done and his hope restored, Snorble returns to his hut. Well, the goblins straight east. So, yes. Let's find these goblins. Straight east. Oh, shoot. Griffins. That wasn't great. Let's do some speeding up. Let's just hold off there. Let's pop them. And let's heal them. Nope. Let's load a saved game. No, you know what? Let's get back to what we were trying to do here. You were circling a huge, jagged stone spire which dominates the southwest corner of Shadowvale. Jagged rocks look above you, ominous enough to make even vultures have second thoughts. Ahead of you, the path slopes sharply upward. A swift, icy wind blows down the valley towards you. As you listen, you almost think that you hear brief snatches of music carried up to you on the breeze. You reach the highest plateau of the sharp, rocky crags that make up the southwestern corner of Shadowvale. It's very dry and rocky up here, and the cold wind cuts easily through your armor. This remote plain is surprisingly flat and featureless, as if a god's broom had swept it clean just before your arrival. However, as you gaze across it, the air shimmers before you. The ground sometimes wavers and then turns solid again. Oh, it's a town. Suddenly, reality takes a brief holiday. Air and matter warp and twist around you. Cliffs melt away, and dry, rocky plains become green and rich in an instant. One step, you are on a deserted stretch of sand. The next, you are in front of a castle. One moment, the air was so cold and dry, and the wind was blowing sharp specks of dust into your eyes. The next, the breezes are gentle. The air is warm, still, and scented with flowers. Where before, an impassable cliff towered ahead of you, now there is a castle wall, a gleaming, smooth expanse of gray-streaked marble. A sign inside the front gate proudly proclaims where you are, in front of the fabled castle Aethdoc. The castle is enormous. It stretches for hundreds of feet to the north and south. It looks like it has two wings. The north wing is broad and low and even shinier than this section. From inside, you can hear snatches of song. The south wing, on the other hand, is more a tower. The shape is lumpy and awkward, and the stone is dull and lusterless. There are no signs of life coming from its dark windows. To the west, a gate beckons. To the north and south are gardens, rich, well-tended, and fragrant. I don't think we're supposed to be here. I'm very scared. Oh, there's a sprite. You manage to catch the attention of a flittering, giggling tree sprite as it leaps from branch to branch. Looks down at you curiously, as if it's never seen a human before. What's your job? Hee, I don't have a job, silly. I'm a sprite. What's a sprite? Someone like me. It leaps to a different branch. You're human, right? Yeah, I'm a human. Peers closely to you. You are a human, aren't you? Humans are boring. Wrinkles its nose and makes a raspberry noise at you and flies away. Little friggin' brat. Oh, but there's the thing here. What do we have? Capture mind scroll, a sack of grain, a bucket, and a trowel. So I haven't been stealing much, and that's because I don't think it's very nice, but that's really good to know. I'm not getting involved in that. Alright, big spider webs. You stand at the entrance to an enormous hedge maze. Walls of impenetrable vines, defended by thorns 2 inches long, tower above you to either side. The shiny green vines are so tangled that you can't see through them to the other side. There are more than just vines. Spiders infest the tangles. The agile creatures, each the size of your fist, squeeze in webs where they can, and hunt for bugs. You can see dozens of them just nearby. The maze must contain many thousands of them. The maze is not silent. Above the buzzing of insects and the chittering of small spiders, you can hear chanting. A strange insectoid hum echoes through the thorny passages. The alien sound is instantly unnerving. Alright. Ooh, thank God for the auto mapper on these mazes. Something that I remember from playing the original games is that you just always had the auto map up anyway. It's an Aranea. Oh, it's a lot of them. Okay. They keep hasting themselves. Oh, and they instantly kill us. Cool. Not getting involved. Actually, let's try one more time. Let's go a totally different direction, if we can. Lance of Fire. Lance of Fire. Lance of Fire. And then N. Because I can't do anything. Can we get up here anyway? Doesn't seem like it. But, nice little battle. We survived. Always good. Would love to get up there. Oh, there is a lot of them. Let's heal. And then let's Power Rage. Oh, they're really poisoned. start dying. Okay. Wheel. Maybe it's this way? Nope. Oh, well, we haven't gone this way. Hang on. Nope, that's nothing. This probably is just a bunch of dead ends. Yes. All I want to do is just talk to the queen here, guys. I'm not here to fight. I don't know why this is such a hard concept. I also don't know why I insist on trying all these webs. I just want to see what's past here. I mean, save scumming is such like an important thing in these games. I know. Okay. I think I'm gonna run away. I think definitionally I am too low level. Oh no. Get me out of here. How do I get out? Please tell me that they don't make it shifting. It's funny because I have this this map up. And yet now I'm convinced that I'm stuck. Maybe I can get around it. Oh, I can. I'm out. Well, I found that. Which is good. So, things that we've accomplished. We gained a new quest and completed it. Granted, it was a rather easy quest. Ouch. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Let's free that dude. I really didn't want to do this. But, you know, oh, there we go. Everybody gets eaten. So let's, I mean, my big thing at this point, nope. I just wanted to run away. What if we can survive this? No. What if we could survive this? What if we could survive this? Load a saved game. I mean, the good news is that I'm definitely giving... trying to do is just go away. Just trying to survive. Well, that's not how you survive. How do I get past this? I don't... No. Those things are explicitly hunting me. Just saying. So maybe the way I do need to go. Reach this. There's nothing. And then an instant help keeps popping up because technically none of my guys have died. So I am just that good at this game. Please leave me alone. Let me go. Let me go. Okay. What if we delay action? Cast Quicksilver Feet. I know that's a lot. Delay action. Delay action. Cast Battle Rage. things can one-hit me. What abilities do I have? I can call a spirit. I can make a potion. I can use first aid. Approach. You give him the bad news. You no kill Carto. We sad. Remember, he too east. He probably bugged many more goblins in little villages like ours. Returns to... just kills outright because they're smart. It's 45 health is what's killing me. Can I just wait? Can't rest. It's going this way? Nope. Mazes and unkillable random monsters and So much more. Let's fill out more of this maze while we're thinking about it. Fell into a burning lance of fire. I went down, down, down. The lance of fire. The lance. Ooh, what is that? There's another one. Heal herself? Ha ha ha. Luck above all. Let's get him out of there. Let's mildly heal him. No, whoa! $26 poison. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? And I think this is where, like, and I've been quiet with commentary for a while. I think this is where, like, pure RPGs kind of run into challenges with their narrative. In that, like, sometimes you're just grinding and reloading a bunch and things like that. I think another place where it does fall flat is, like, you gotta have a merchant. You gotta have, like, some kinds of basics there. That maybe don't, like, lend themselves to particularly strong, like, roleplay, particularly strong narrative. And, like, you do what you gotta. I'm not here to, like, try and take a strong knock on this stuff, but there's definitely a strong difference between this and the narrative that you can present in a text adventure or a like visual novel, or even like a point and click. Like, there's a strong thing going on. That maybe in other games it's not as well defined, well pronounced, that kind of deal. That's a survive. Let's mildly heal. And yeah, I know it's not mine, but I would love a healing elixir of some kind. And a haste draft? Yeah. Now we're talking. And what I'm trying to do, hopefully, is, like, despawn or... Oh, yeah. Take that scroll. I don't need a druid's robe. But I will take a capture mind. You know, it's just something where, like, after a while you're just kind of like clicking as much as possible to get things done. That was not who I meant to heal, but that's fine. Keep him blessed. Shield him. just bash that away. Yeah, this is slowly going bad. I probably would have refreshed by now. Yeah, it's 3 down. I mean, at this point, I'm not here to save. I'm just gonna... see what's here. Oh, a hero of old. Bitter loss. That is so deeply cool. It's just you, little buddy. It's just my dude. It's interesting that it's like not lagging as much now. Now I'm just exploring in... That's the end. Alright, well, that was... I'm in a very unwinnable situation right now. I've got Griffins to left me. Arenaeus to my right. And here I am, stuck in the middle of a genuinely wonderful game that I'm really enjoying, Nethergate Resurrection, with y'all. We have tomorrow, we have Text Adventure Tuesday. Text Adventure Tuesday will be 80 days, and then something short and sweet and wonderful and easy, just to close out the night. It will likely just be me. J-Ram is not feeling well. Feel better, J-Ram. And then Friday is FMV Friday, and FMV Friday, this Friday, will be another retro FMV game. I will find something that actually works. So we're going to do that. I might do even... let's call it a non-narrative game. But let's do this. Let's raid M Zizzy because she is just doing the most. And doing some retro point and clicks, and I love that whole vibe of retro point and clicks. So, whoops. You can see that I am capturing just the stream. Just the whole screen, and it's M X Y Z Y. She's from Australia. It's daytime for her. But let's raid, and we will see you tomorrow for Text Adventure Tuesday, and Friday for oh, hello new viewers. And Friday for FMV Friday. So have a great rest of your night, and don't forget to X yourself. Do do do.